Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. Today we have two clubs who have no chance for a title, no chance to reach a spot in the AFC, but still they are fighting for a better position and something to build on for the next season. This is Maharlika Manila FC up against Mendiola FC 1991. My name is Paulo Del Rosario alongside Natasha Alquiros calling this one for you. And Tash, two teams here who probably feel that they could have done better this season, but still a chance for them to end the season with a flourish.
Definitely, you hit the nail on that whatever the results will be in this last game for Maharlika, it would be something to build on moving forward to the next season. But at the same time, they are still battling for something. As we talked about, it's that mid-table standing. As we see it, Maharlika are so far in fourth with 3 points. Mendiola and Stallion Laguna right after them with 1 point each. If Maharlika can get that win for today, they will remain fourth with no chance for either Mendiola or Stallion Laguna. With Mendiola winning on the other hand, then it can be a completely turnaround story, and it will all tune up on that last matchup day between Stallion and Mendiola to figure out who will be that fourth spot in this year's league.
We talked about the Maharlika Manila FC team. A lot of questions were made of them simply because they were formed so late and came in almost as a surprise in this season. But still, take a look at their results. A 1-0 loss against Kaya, a 2-1 victory against Stallions, and a 10-0 demolition actually against United City. And if you're Anton Del Rosario, also don't forget the 5-0 loss to ADT. If you're Anton Del Rosario, you're looking at the results and thinking it's a bit of a mixed bag, but still something to build upon for the upcoming seasons and the future.
Definitely. When the first opening match fixture, when they lost 1-0 to Kaya, that was actually a great stepping stone to get that underdog victory against Stallion Laguna. So important for the pride and confidence of these players. They hit a downward slope when they lost 10-0 to UCFC, and that match against ADT, that 5-0 loss, really that just broke down in the last 20 minutes of the match. And of course, our player to watch will be Jerry Barbasa, who has been crucial throughout all the matches, and from him playing center back was now moved up to that center mid position, as he is the captain and, of course, one of the experienced players for the club.
You know, he's quite a character, Jerry Barbasa. I also heard he's a great dancer. But then let's talk about what he can do on the field. Now, Jerry Barbasa will be able to slow down the build-up and the attack of Mendiola today, especially when you consider he's going to be up against almost head-on with Hamed Hajimedi, who is the man to watch for the other team. But when you have Jerry there, he allows this Maharlika team a bit of stability at the back and allows them to possibly hold on to the ball as they build up.
Definitely, he's one of those players that really has that experience. He has the quality, he has the speed. Whether he slots in at the center back position or that right back or that center mid, he has been crucial for the campaign of Maharlika Manila, most especially because he's had experience, of course, playing for Global FC for the longest time and always shining and being part of that first 11.
Let's take a look now at the Mendiola FC 1991 team, what they've done here this season in particular. So Mendiola, they came into this one still as underdogs, even given their Copa performance last season. They were known as counter-attacking team, a team that can come up with a few surprises. And boy, did they here. They basically were the team that helped settle the title by holding Kaya FC into a draw in their last matchup. And when you have a Mendiola team riding high on that type of success, you never know what they can come up with against Maharlika Manila.
Definitely, Mendiola did not start out the season as they would have hoped, loss after loss, but then their momentum slowly picked up as they got that draw against Kaya FC. So now it's really a tale of two different sides. Mendiola slowly figuring out, working together, getting that cohesiveness. Can they ride on the momentum of getting a draw against Kaya? And on the other hand, Mendiola, for Maharlika, it's how quick can they bounce back from two big deficits. And of course, a player to watch for Mendiola FC 1991 is none other than Hamed Hajimedi,
Well, Hamed Haji Mehdi is the creative force in the middle for this Mendiola team. For those who have been following Philippine football locally, including in the 7th Football League of one Anton del Rosario, you know that Hamed Haji Mehdi is quick on his feet, he's great with the ball on the floor, and is able to pick out the pass. Definitely one of the guys who will be marked closely by Maharlika Manila if they want to get the victory today.
Of course, Hamed is one of those players, as we talked about, he is very creative. He's a quality player. Again, when we talk about experience, he's that well-experienced player who's comfortable on the ball. You know, he's not quick to give the ball away. He wins the fouls in dangerous areas for them. And at the same time, he is that creative outlet. He creates the chances, he picks the runs, picks the passes. You could expect that Hamed will really come into this game with that confidence, of course, knowing that Mendiola squad really want to get a win at least in this season.
Well, Maharlika Manila looking a bit different today in terms of their starting 11. And no Anton del Rosario, he's sitting out today. So with that, actually, you already know that you're going to have a different look here. Montelibano, who's listed as a defender, listed as a striker for today, which I feel may be a theme in this particular season, with Montelibano now going to be the man up front, probably the guy who will threaten the most, at least the way they're lined up for this Maharlika team.
Definitely, there's a lot of changes, and when you take a closer look at that defensive lineup, you have Christopher Lawless, who's usually a player up on top, is slotting in as that center back position alongside Carl Amisola. It's going to be the first matchup that Anton del Rosario is not there, who leads the back, who is very vocal on the pitch. So we're now going to try to figure out who will step up for this Maharlika squad. The interesting concept here as well is having a Barbaso, Libre, and Fornea in that midfield position, because it's something that they've really been lacking, is who can hold the midfield. And now they're trying to really just go around their squad, and they're finding solutions, having the 3 players that have been performing this season for Maharlika take in that midfield position and really try to hold this game.
Well, the substitutes here, you already have 3 goal threats in terms of Epeso, Tuazon, and Thuyer available for Maharlika off the bench. So interesting to see how Coach Roxy Dorlas will utilize those substitutions later on. Now moving on to the other team, talking about Mendiola FC 9091. A bit of an attacking look here for them this time, lining up in a 4-3-3. So you know they're out to get this game, out to get goals, and hopefully they want to make the difference today. Altiche, Nabreja, and Flores up top. And then you have Haji Mehdi, as we mentioned a while ago, the creative force of this team, deployed on the left, and Briseño on the right. He played center mid before and was actually one of the better defensive mids that employed against Kaya. Interesting to see him deployed on the right side this time around.
Definitely, when you take a look at this formation, a couple of changes from their last matchup. Malaya, who was playing at center back, is now being replaced by Fadregalan. And of course, up on top, Deloso, who was playing there, is now replaced as well. And you take a look at where their foreigners are all lined up, and it's somewhat towards the spine, in a sense that you have Otara and Depe, Apia, who has been crucial for them. For Green Archers United, you know, he's still trying to find his way. Can he be able to perform and be the difference for this matchup of Mendiola and Maharlika? And of course, Hamed is someone that you cannot mention the Mendiola squad without mentioning Hamed and how much he has contributed holistically to the identity of the squad.
I know you're a bit disappointed that it is not Kenny Balobo who is starting here after what he did last time around against Kaya, but still, Dino Watara, a solid choice as a goalkeeper. It's still very short-handed in terms of substitutions, talking about Mendiola. Interesting to see how they will manage in this particular matchup. Again, so many games in such a short amount of time. They know that Mendiola don't have the personnel in terms of substitutions, so how they manage the game will be crucial. Maharlika Manila FC and Mendiola FC 9091. That is up next.
Strike!
Porteria still. Porteria with a great pass!
It's the opener! Experience the PFL action. Only on EXP TV. Iba tayo. What a strike!
Porteria still. Porteria with a great pass!
It's the opener!
pagod at maging healthy in mind, body, and spirit.
Hey, magandang araw mga kaibigan sa Easy Works Garage. Si Doc Chris po ito. Lagi niyong tatandaan, hindi niyo kailangan maging magaling na mekaniko para makatulong kayo sa kapwa. Sharing is caring dito sa Easy Works Garage.
Mabuhay! Ako po si Anna Karina Hardy. We're going to learn, explore, and design our own.
Hello mga sisis! Welcome to our show, Single Moms Real TV!
Ito po si Lovely Rivero na makakasama nyo sa loob ng isang oras ng kwentuhan ng mga impormasyon at inspirasyon. Ito po ang Batas ng Pagbabago.
People, places, and landscapes, which I capture through the lens of my camera.
Experience the PFL action. Only on EXPTV. Iba tayo. Oh! What a strike!
Porteria still. Porteria with a great run!
It's the opener! What a strike!
Porteria still. Porteria with a great run!
It's the opener!
Welcome to the PFF National Training Center in the heart of Carmona, Cavite. Two teams here right now battling for pride, battling to climb up the table, being known as a mid-table team at the end of the 2020 Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Pablo De Rosario alongside Natasha Alquiros on the call for you, and you have a team in Maharlika who want to bounce back and really banish away some heavy losses this particular season. Hopefully with another victory here. And on the other side, the Mendiola team riding high on a surprise draw against Kaya. Take a look at the referees. Ricardo De La Cruz will be our lead referee for today. So two teams here. Again, in terms of form, a bit up and down. But still, a lot to play for here. Maharlika having their last game. Mendiola have another game in hand. So if you're Maharlika, you're probably going all out to finish the season on a high note. And Mendiola still building up to hopefully what is a great finale for them.
Definitely everything to fight for. The number 4 spot, the number 4 standing in the table is still on the line. Can Maharlika bounce back quickly, or can Mendiola build on the performance they had from their last game?
It will be Mendiola who will get us going here. They are wearing their red and black kits. On the other side, Maharlika in their all white. Mendiola will be playing from the left to right of your screens for the first half. Maharlika from right to left. Hello to everyone watching all over the Philippines. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. And for those watching around the world, for those who are not familiar with Philippine football, welcome to the Philippines. I hope you're enjoying or will enjoy what we have in offer for you.
It's going to be interesting to see, of course, how Maharlika have made their adjustments, testing this midfield connection between Barbaso, Fornea, and Libre. 3 of the players that have been mentioned heavily all throughout for Maharlika.
Early attack here from Mendiola on the left flank. It's very attacking look here and unable to really get that through. Now moving things around, talking about Maharlika, trying to get a hold of the ball here. Now, ask any of these players, they feel that this game is very winnable for either side. So really the team that has more discipline, the team that is able to execute here will probably be the one that comes up on top.
Definitely a lot of adjustments as well for both sides. As we talk about this Maharlika side, again, a different backline formation. Anton Del Rosario, someone who has been their leader off the pitch, most especially on the pitch. His vocal commands will be missed out for today, and we'll see how this backline will respond and how they can adjust to not having such an impactful person on their squad.
Good control there by Montelibano, setting up Yohiko. Yohiko goes straight for it. Tough angle there.
And we talk about Yohiko. He's a player that has done well for himself playing as a left back for Maharlika. But this time around, it's refreshing to see him in an attacking position. We know he has the speed. You know, he tried his best to hold the wingers of the different squads, whether it's Callantes, Porteria. You know, he was challenged a lot of times, but it's now we're going to see more of how he can give impact, how he can create up on the attack.
Chance here for Maharlika after almost gaining possession. Ndepe with fancy feet there, very assured defending, but almost gave it away immediately. Ndepe, time on the ball, eventually makes the pass to Hajimedi. Playing it back here, high pressure here from Maharlika. Now operating on that left flank once more. Talking about Mendiola. Apia. Swings that around, looking for Flores. Flores with Pitogo on him. Flores cutting in the middle. Ebreja could not control it.
The great movements from Flores. This time we see him playing on that far side, on the right. But how quickly he's able to cushion the ball, cut in, and try to create chances through the middle.
Basa. Long ball forward again. We've seen that a couple of times right now. Basa trying to look for Montelibano. Definitely Route 1 football there. You may notice that you will probably hear some comments on the side. That is because Anton Del Rosario, again, not on the bench. He's near our commentary position. And it'll be very interesting to hear what he has to say.
Definitely. And of course, he's with Serge Caule, who, you know, unfortunately got injured early in that first game.
Pressure there, very high pressure. And Watara did well to get rid of it, but Maharlika still pushing way up there. It's like sitting beside a center back right now, talking about Anton Del Rosario right beside us.
So technically, they won't be missing his commands.
Oh,
because
no, definitely not.
He will still be giving encouragement from the sidelines for his Maharlika squad.
I feel like I have to pressure Mendiola right now, actually, with him right beside us. Ndepe, now long ball forward. Mendiola have been favoring that left side so far. Of course, on the left side, Altiche has been a common target.
But so far, Amisola and Beaton on that far end have been doing well to really bury the attacks coming in from Mendiola.
Yohiko trying to get past Ndepe. No foul there, says the referee. Yohiko basically wrapped his leg around Ndepe, who looked like he didn't feel it. That's how strong he looks.
And you have the likes of Apia and Briseño holding the ball for the Mendiola squad, trying to really be more creative up on top.
Well, even Polina, who's listed as a left back, really pushing forward for Mendiola. Chance here again. Oh, who has the pace? Watara getting to it first.
And a great run from Ndepe, of course, to just really usher out Beaton's run. Or Libre's run for that matter.
Apia asking for a bit of movement up top. A bit static there between the front three of Mendiola. And there he is, just screaming for them to move. I think the plus side of being in a bubble is the fact that we can hear everything on the field. So their commands, their frustrations, we'll try and relay that to you as much as possible. As long as they don't include any expletives. Oh, and here's a chance now for Montelibano. Almost breaking through. Otara quick to his feet.
Quick come out from Dini Otara. And that's going to be something that will really be something for this Mendiola squad to adjust on. You have Montelibano really just lurking by the last man.
Back to Basa. Basa's been playing long balls throughout. Libre now. Being hounded by Hajimedi. Boy, just couldn't get Libre off the ball. Eventually does.
Just released it a little bit too late.
And Libre has been one of the surprise packages here in the PFL. Very nice to see someone who's homegrown really making a name for himself here this season.
Definitely, and as we talk about as well, for Nea, Libre, their connection in the middle, it's going to be something to build on for this Maharlika squad.
Mendiola on the attack again. Strong tackle, and that'll be a free kick. Lawless there.
That was a strong tackle coming in from Chris Lawless, who, as we talked about, is registered as an attacker but is slotting in as that center back position.
Take a look at this there. Just a tad bit late on the tackle. Possibly got more man than ball. Flores standing over this one.
Now they allow Mendiola to try to capitalize from a set piece situation.
Well, correction, it's not just Flores, it's 4 people standing over this one. Polinag, Hajimedi, Flores, and it looks like Apia is there. So eventually it'll be Breseño and Flores as one of the choices, as well as Apia. Deflected out for a corner. Good action here so far. Around 8.5 minutes played, with both teams feeling like they can get it on the break, with clear intentions of how they want to attack. So the question now is which team will get it first. Let's take a look at the free kick again.
Definitely, both squads, you can see, as compared to all their matches actually, is that they've had more chance to hold the ball in the middle. Both teams still trying to feel it out, but you could see the intention really to attack and get the points is there from both squads.
Apia. Sandoval offered a short option. Ends up with him anyway, but then so many white shirts converged on him as soon as he took a touch. Apia just heaving that forward, and that'll go away harmlessly for a goal kick.
Mendiola just couldn't work on that touch. They tried to play it short, but quick movements from Melvin Petogo. He went straight to the man carrying the ball and just stopped that cross from even happening.
Looking for the run of Montelibano again, and you have to feel that Maharlika eventually get that ball through. They'll be able to have a clear shot on goal. Operating again on that left flank. Finding the run. Lawless defending. Good pass forward, but that is eventually ushered out.
And that was a good run by Jerry Barbaso. Really, that whole defensive mentality as well. You know, he's quick to help on the attack, but he came for that run, and crucial to have a man on Nebreja on that occasion.
Second corner here for Mendiola. Just over there from Indepe. That was a great opportunity. would be disappointed with that for sure.
Definitely, that was a great ball given straight to that far post. He had no man on him, and the nearest man would have been a mismatch anyways by height, and he just couldn't keep it on target. And so far, that actually has been the question for this Mendiola squad, because they have not scored a goal in this season.
Yohiko. He has one man in the box. Flores taking his time now, trying to build slowly from the back for Mendiola. Now Apia. Almost lose it out. Barbaso coming up way high.
Good pressure coming in from Jerry Barbaso, really forcing that error on Apia.
Free kick here for Mendiola.
Definitely this game will really be something to work on for this Mendiola squad. So far, as we said, they can build up from that momentum they had against Kaya. Getting that draw that, really made headlines for everyone.
Well, that draw was basically what was the difference between the title, or a chance at the title, and settling for a disappointing finish for Kaya. And Mendiola, as much as we talk about the deficiencies of Kaya that time, we have to talk about just how great they were, how solid they were in terms of their defense. And let's see if that can hold up here with a more attacking formation. Pitogo operating on the right side, lost it to Flores, and Flores with the foul. Flores adamant that he got the ball first, but Pitogo feels otherwise.
Pitogo, of course, slow to get back up after the challenges of Flores. You could say that he got the man first before really getting the ball. But definitely, as we were talking about this Mendiola side working on their defense, it's going to be interesting to see how they can be clinical on the attack.
Well, their defense is about to be tested again. MJ Libre trying to stay on the ball.
Great movements from Libre. Again, just really a player that has been impressing. Again, swinging it out wide.
Chance here, and almost the opener. Boy, Montelibano. What a golden opportunity here.
And it all started from Libre. That pass to Beaton on the right flank. Good quality cross coming in from Beaton. And Montelibano really just couldn't get a touch to that. Just a few inches off. Could have been the best chance that we've seen. Could have been the opening goal.
Well, he is listed as a defender, and we all know, though, he can get the goals. In fact, was the first goal scorer for this Maharlika team.
So far, we've seen one great chance each for each squad. Apia, of course, just again, as we talked about, clinical with the headers, and the same time now with Maharlika, Montelibano just couldn't find the frame. But something to build up from for both squads.
MJ Libre getting into it there with Hamed Hajimedi.
And the two impact players, I'd say, for both squads, Libre and Hamed. It's going to be a battle throughout the whole day.
Well, it was nice that they weren't really screaming at each other there. It seemed like a polite conversation at the very least. Back to Watara, taking his time, very calm, very composed. And Depe now to Apia. We talked about that strong spine that Mendiola have come up with. Now going on the left flank. Altiche on the ball again. Trying to cut that to Hamed. Still Altiche. Giving it to Briseño. Flores offering an option on the right. puts that in, and a chance, and almost. Nebreja just missing there, unable to get any real good contact or have it on target as well.
Great to see end-to-end action here today. And that build-up actually came all the way from the back. But let's take first a look at the replay. Briseño making the run around, passing it to Flores. Flores giving a quality ball right behind the back line. And Nebreja just couldn't find that perfect touch to really test Bendequen. But if you saw how that play started, that all came from the goalkeeper. Calm and composed. He didn't give it out long, even with the pressure on him. Passed it to the center back. They created all the way from the back to have that chance. So it was a beautiful teamwork for Mendiola.
Libre trying to look for that incisive pass once more. Now on the right side. Montelibano again, the lone man in there, but Indepe first to the ball.
And the distribution again of Dinio Otara when it comes from the back. Able to keep it down despite the pressure. Able to translate his passes into short ball passes and connect.
Barbaso won the ball and now on the attack. Barbaso taking a look at what he's done. Such a veteran in the game, such a veteran in the Philippine football scene. He's had a couple of stints with the national team and really has been one of the servants of Philippine football throughout the years.
And even from this angle, you could see that Coach Dan Padernal, all the way on the other side, seemed to be frustrated. But you don't know if it's whether the call or with the squad so far.
Oh, and that was almost a fortuitous ball there for Maharlika.
That was a miscommunication, most especially between the center backs. The delivery from Lawless inside the box, allowing the ball to bounce. It went out eventually.
Well, but that could have resulted in a messy situation there for Mendiola. It's an offside there for Nebreja.
That's like the number one no-no as well, allowing number one the delivery to enter the box and letting it bounce inside.
Well, you talk to any youth coaches, they're telling their kids right now, don't let the ball bounce. That's why. Yohiko trying to get it done on the left flank. Briseño wins it now to Flores. Flores on the attack. Basa in front of him. Oh, and Basa, you can't do that to him simply because he just knows what to do, but he loses the ball there. Yohiko trying to track back here.
Good win back by Petogo.
Petogo looking for Yohiko and the pass was just behind him.
But you saw that quick build-up from Briseño. Quickly winning back possession. Saw the run of Flores. Flores with a bit of too much confidence there, thinking that he could nutmeg David Basa. They won back the ball.
But had he pulled that off, we're talking about it in a completely different light. Sandoval asking for the ball. He eventually gets it. Flores. Briseño. Back to Flores. Flores asked for it from Sandoval, eventually got it. Yohiko back defending, now attacking Basa again.
Great works from David Basa at the back. And you see him, he just knows right away, quick on his instinct.
Libre trying to go on a little run of his own and could not beat the last man.
Beat one, beat two, but the third was just too much for him.
Trying to find that channel on the right side again, but the pass will fall harmlessly outside.
You could also see this better connection for this Maharlika side. So Carl Amisola making that overlapping run on that right flank. Take a look at MJ Libre, man. This kid from Tondo really just been making headlines for this PFL League 2020.
Well, we saw a couple of mazy runs today in particular. So this morning, if you missed it here, Gallantes went on a nice little run of his own, but unfortunately wasn't able to cap that off with a goal or an assist. And this time around, MJ Libre beat two, couldn't beat the third. Chance now for Mendiola. Altiche couldn't save it. Decan Fong. Now to Basa. Now down the middle to Yohiko. Yohiko loses out to Sandoval. Pia looking for the run of Flores. Pitogo was a bit too high there. Flores eventually gets it. Flores, patient. Going to Hajamadi. Briseño. Back to Hajamadi. Apia. Good defense there from Barbaso. Just imposing his body. Chance here for Maharlika to go on the break again.
Great
Shifting that to the
movements
right.
from Libre to hold the ball, send it out wide, makes the run again.
Oh, it's hard to get MJ Libre off the ball. Barbaso playing that forward but unable to find any run.
But they already, this time around, this is something to build on for Maharlika Manila. Having MJ Libre there at that center midfield position, he's able to connect the runs, keep the ball. He's a player who is capable of keeping that ball close to him and delivering that passes for the wingers.
Miscontrol there from Amisola. So chance here. Altiche on the left flank. Looking for the run of Nebreja. Gives it back to Hajamadi. Hajamadi. Not sure who that was for, but either way, Maharlika get it.
Hajamadi trying to anticipate the run of Flores, but Flores held back.
Playing that to the middle. Montelibano. Now Pitogo. Pasa. Barbaso. Maharlika content to build from the back again, very patient. Very confident, but so far no real forward movement coming from Maharlika. Barbaso trying to find Beaton. Barbaso again. Beaton able to control that. And Pitogo gets it. Flores unable to really anticipate that one.
This time around, Maharlika really enjoying much more of the possession as Fornea is leading the attack.
Fornea shifts it to the side. Yohiko, can he find Montelibano? Wadara there to collect.
You could see different imposing sides from Mendiola and this Maharlika side so far. Mendiola trying to play it quickly, and Maharlika so far trying to play it much more slowly, enjoying possession.
Fornea wins that back, anticipated. Loles. Now Barbaso. Beaton plays it all the way back. Again, this is the most confident spell possession for Maharlika, but then the question is, can they threaten? Just as they play it forward, he loses out. Sandoval wins it back. Flores trying to find the run of Altiche. Altiche has a bit of space. Pulls up for the shot, and oh, that's fantastic! Will they count it? Eventually, Nebreja bundles it in!
And what a goal! Quality team effort from Mendiola. That pass from Flores, finding the wing, finding Altiche, taking that shot. If we had goal line technology, we never would have known that first bounce just really right down the middle.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
Great pass from Flores, finding the run of Altiche right outside the box, takes a chance, hits the post, but the second ball falls perfectly for Nebreja, and that header right inside an empty net.
Well, let's see here if it actually crossed the line the first time. And boy, that actually did. So that should be counted. But let's see what the match officials say.
Let's take a closer look in this angle.
Oh, clearly inside.
Ooh.
So that was a fantastic goal from Altice. But whether or not the officials actually caught that one is really in question. But either way, it is 1-0 for Mendiola.
And whether they got that or not, you knew that they had insurance.
Oh.
Nebraha was there. He got the second ball, and he made sure.
Wait, well, what a strike from outside. Easily, well, depending if they credit that to Altice, that would be a candidate for one of the goals of the season for sure. Or at least well up there.
And this is how Mendiola were talking about, that their style is that quick counterattack. And so far, they're able to translate, getting their first goal so far in this season. That was quick movements, as we said, from Flores. One back possession, saw the run right away of Altice. So great eye from Flores, finding the run across and that space.
Well, Mendiola, bit in the ascendancy here. Now finding Flores. Ooh, that's a lovely flick here, trying to get it past Pitogo. Eventually does. Now Flores took it himself, and that is far wide. Not to trouble Bendecan Foam.
But you could see now that sense of confidence coming in from these Mendiola players. They went over that first hurdle, of being able to score in the league. And they did it in very fashionable and impressive style.
Maharlika will be disappointed conceding, especially when they felt that they were having a more controlled spell of possession.
You could say that they actually had more of the possession so far. The problem there was that they sent, as we talked about the shots though, Mendiola with 5 and only 1 so far for Maharlika.
Well, let's see if they can change that here. Now attacking from the right flank. Just one option really left for the white shirts. And you have to feel that maybe the movement in the attacking third is a problem for Maharlika on the attack at least. MJ Libre trying to find Pitogo. Pitogo's first touch lets him down. Couldn't take it on stride. Hajimadi or Hajimedi. He says that you can call him either way, which really makes it hard for us commentators.
Great movements from Hamed to be able to swing that and keep it.
Lawless there to clean that up.
Just couldn't time that give and go.
Playing it forward now, and Beaton unable to reach that.
And we talk about as well that goal that happened. They are playing, Maharlika's playing 4 in the back, but they're sending their wing backs, which is Pitogo and Omesola, way up high.
Well, the goal that we saw a while ago was the first goal of Mendiola this season, and you know what? It was fantastic.
Worth the wait.
Definitely worth the wait here, and you never know. There could be more in the cards here, either today or against Stallions for what is effectively the final game of the season.
Of course, if Mendiola get that win in this matchup, they'll have 3 points alongside with Maharlika with 3 points. Stallion will have 2 points only so far, and that last matchup between Mendiola and Stallion will determine who will have that number 4 spot in the standing.
Oh, MJ Libre loses it. Now Hamed Hajimedi trying to find a run of Flores. Flores now on the right side. Pushed a bit too far. Sandoval had to play it first time. Barbaso loses the header. Now beaten. He has a man on him. Trying to turn and find the run of Pitogo. Eventually Sandoval wins it back. Flores says no, take it slowly. As Briseño takes it, now back to Sandoval.
It was good timing from Sandoval to win the ball back before the counter-attack could even start for Maharlika.
All of a sudden, it is Mendiola with all of the ball here. Looking on the much more dangerous side. Apia. Has been the pivot here at the back for Mendiola. Not as much urgency here for Mendiola as they're probing the entire formation, really, of Maharlika.
Well-timed run.
Altice. Back to Flores, and he tried to cut inside quickly, unable to get that through. Beaten. Can Maharlika hold on to the ball a bit more here? Libre has it, and just bundled over by Apia.
Just the physicality of Apia really overpowering Libre at that moment.
Well, MJ Libre, he has been the target of a lot of punishment in the sense that they know that they probably can't take it off his feet, so using their bodies to really make them feel pressure. Beaten with the run on the right side. Can he latch onto this one? Yes, he can. Ball in, and that's to the side netting.
Couldn't keep that ball in play. But you also have to really give it to this Mendiola side. Take a closer look as Beaton makes that run on the right flank. Tries to really whip that inside the box. But not much of space or angle left.
Of course, Montalibano had no chance to get to it as well. Well, so far, at least when you look at the attacking movements of Maharlika, still, Montalibano, a lonely man in the box, really. Not a lot of white shirts for the wingers to target.
But it's going to be a long day for this Maharlika backline. As you could see, the number of players that they have up on top lining up against that backline of Maharlika.
Sandoval whips that in low, but Neconfon collects. Playing that quickly forward to Montalibano, but that's too far away. There's a breeze here that would affect a bit of the long balls.
And so far, the quality of passes, most especially the long balls of Maharlika, really just haven't making the connections with the players up on top.
So Mendiola, since their goal, have looked good value for their lead.
You could say this is actually the best game of Mendiola so far. Just even that confidence to hold the ball, to keep possession. If you saw in a lot of their other matches, they were just, once they got possession, they just quickly threw it up on top. But this is the first time that we're seeing Mendiola really keep possession, finding the gaps. Just like that one, the whole midfield line was already beat by that one pass.
Opportunity here again for Mendiola, cutting it back. Flores has it. Barbaso offers pressure. They play quickly inside. Briseño's run is cut out. Chance again for Mendiola, and the pressure is on the Maharlika back line.
The best that we've seen Mendiola so far. Great run of pass. The number of men that Mendiola have up on top, really testing this defensive line of Maharlika. And it all started with that pass. The defensive line of the midfield of Maharlika were literally just one whole line, and that pass to Flores beat them all.
Ahmed, who finds Indepe. Indepe cuts that back. Barbaso with the clearance. Indepe had that opportunity a while ago that could have opened up the game early on.
So far, we're seeing Mendiola on the driving seat, really taking control of the tempo of this matchup.
Sandoval. Apia with a lot of time here. Not a lot of pressure from Maharlika. Indepe gets it. Indepe with a defender's finish.
Second time that we've seen Indepe on that attacking end. That ball just fell perfectly. It was a great ball. Mistimed header from Carl Amisola, falling perfectly for Indepe.
Apologies to all of the defenders who I may have offended with that last comment, but still, Indepe skied that badly.
It's good to see the number of people that this Mendiola squad are sending up on top, sending in for the attack. It's not anymore just one or two players. They're attacking as a team.
Shifting that now to the left. Apia now deployed a bit as a left back here as Mendiola trying to attack for pace. Lawless with a crucial touch, and the ball's played all the way back to Bandic and Fong.
But you could see movements as well for Mendiola. When you take a look at Apia and Hamed Hajimedi, these two players are actually playing a more free-flowing role, not really just playing center midfield or on the wing. They're going down deep for the passes, going up on top.
Mendiola holding on to the ball well here. Apia now moving a bit more central again. Briseño finds Altiche, playing all the way back to Apia. Do you feel that this Maharlika team is lacking in terms of pressuring the ball, especially in the midfield?
I think a lot of it is mentally as well. When you take a look at that last game against ADT, they held ADT really well, but once the penalty was given, they just reacted to the penalty rather than reacting to the game and trying to hold back that good run that they had. And after so far that Mendiola has scored, it's still Mendiola now on the attacking role. It was fairly 50-50 right before it.
Fornea trying to find a run of Beaton. Watara quick to it, and offside anyway. The flag is up. So really, what you're saying is that the question is on how will Maharlika react to this, and the question, at least early on, is that it's pretty poorly.
Definitely, because when you take a look at how they played, they were able to match up. They have been matching up. But once the opponent scores, it's the reaction really that sets it up for the other squad. In that game against Stallion, they were able to come up answers in the second half.
Oh, a chance here for Briseño. Flag is down. Makes the pass and might be too much. And the flag is up, and the decision making there suspect at the last moment for Briseño.
Definitely. That is very disappointing from this Mendiola side. They could have made it 2-0. Briseño was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He could have taken a shot. He passes it not backwards but forward, but of course his teammate was already in that offside position. He could have taken that chance. It was also part of it is that confidence to be able to take shots on goal.
A bit of selfishness was required there as well.
Exactly. It was too unselfish from him.
You know, it's good to be a nice guy, and I know Briseño personally. I know he's a nice guy, but maybe on that occasion, probably should have been a bit more selfish. Well, take a look at that. So Mendiola definitely is winning the possession battle here, 53-47, compared to Maharlika.
But when you take a look at that possession stats like that, that's technically 50-50.
But really, it's 53-47. But I understand your point. Playing the ball forward now, and it is still too long. So far, the Maharlika attacks have been limited to either long balls to Montelibano or trying to get the wingers through and crossing it for Montelibano. But even when they do get the crosses in, not enough bodies to target in the middle for Maharlika.
Definitely. It's just been scrappy so far for this Maharlika side when it comes to finding their attacks. And also defensively, it's been posing questions for them as well.
Costly turnover here for Mendiola. Fornea. I don't know if you could hear it, but then our Anton Del Rosario.
He said, "Give it to Charlie." So it's more of just.
Oh, that is great! That is great production there, coming from a direct. Oh no, wait, that was you. Pitogo playing it inside.
But you could see that frustration coming in from this Maharlika side. Charlie Beaton is free all the way on that right flank. And the midfield just not being able anymore to find the passes out wide or find the free men.
Well, a chance here for Maharlika to threaten from the corner. But physically speaking, in terms of height, they are at a disadvantage here. So interesting to see how they can come up with a goal here, or at least threaten the goal. Corner whipped in. Couldn't beat the first defender. Now Mendiola have the chance to go on the attack. Flores has a bit of room. Nebrea. Almost losing it. Talking about Mendiola.
And you can see Maharlika now opting for the high press up down the line, forcing the defense of Mendiola to make those mistakes.
Chance again for Maharlika. Extended spell of possession here on the Mendiola half. Deep in their territory. Libre could not find the run there of Beaton. Beaton unable to make a run actually. Hajimedi now on the break. Nebreha on the left. Altiche on the right. Good stop. Chris Lawless there with a crucial tackle, but gives it away directly to Indepe.
Just a late challenge there on the left flank
Amisola
by
feeling it,
Polinag.
yeah.
Amisola was quick to win back possession, but the run of Polinag really just throwing Amisola down.
Maharlika attacking through the middle this time. Indepe, boy, what a strong body again. Just really shrugged off the attacker to get to the ball. Flores trying to latch onto that lofted pass by Hajimedi. And Pitogo using his body well, shielding that.
Great movements from Pitogo to really close down.
Pass too long there.
This has been so far one of the things that Maharlika need to work on, really. It's just the quality of their passes. Whether it was Jerry Barbaso up on top or passes down the middle, it's really the quality of their passes, completed passes really,